In today's short video, I'm going to show you how to grant access to an external user to your SQL Managed Instance. Today I'm going to do this by inviting a user into your Azure Active Directory. There are other ways that you could do this using B2B or B2C. For simplicity, I'm going to just invite a single external user. With that said, I'm going to go into my Azure Active Directory. I'm going to go to Users. And I'm going to go to the New User option and invite an external user. And this is going to prompt me to enter my email address for the user that I wish to invite here. And you'll see I can enter a display name. I can send a special invitation message explaining, what this is for. And then there's a series of properties I can also specify. So I could do first name, last name. I have the user type here as guest. I could enter their company information, their employee ID, where they're located, wide range of information here. And then I would go ahead and I would do a review and invite. The user would then receive an email that they would click on, and it would walk them through a couple prompts to accept the invitation. And then I would go into my SQL Server. So in SQL Server Management Studio, I would come in as I have done, historically. I would go create my login. And in this case, I would do create login, specify the email address, and you'll notice I'm specifying from external provider. So I would go ahead and execute this. And then I could run a select off of my sysserver principals, and you'll be able to see this login was created with an external login type. Next, I would go ahead and I would create my user, and I can grant it permissions just as I would normally. So create user, specify the email address from the login, again specifying the email address. And I would run this, and this would go ahead and in this case grant access or membership to the DB data reader role for the email address that I specified. As long as the person has network access connectivity to my managed instance, they'll be able to connect in using the permissions that I granted. So as you can see, based on today's short video, it's fairly easy and straightforward to grant access to external users to your SQL Managed Instance. I'm going to quickly show you how you can connect using this user that we just created, the guest user, to the Managed Instance using Azure Active Directory Universal with MFA, which you can see is what I've selected here for my authentication. I'm going to go ahead and click Connect. And it's already sent me the email that I've put in the code for, and you can see I'm connected right now as this user. In today's session, we covered how to invite a guest user to your AAD tenant, and then how to grant them access to your SQL Managed Instance, and then finally connecting as that guest user using multi-factor authentication to your Managed Instance.